Understanding body language is one of the most powerful tools for connecting with your partner. In fact, it's the silent communication that can reveal more about how they feel than words ever could. You might not realize it, but your partner's body is constantly sending signals. From the way they sit when you're together, to the subtle gestures they make when you're talking, all of these can give you a deeper understanding of their emotions and their connection with you. And when you start to decode those signals, you'll begin to feel more connected than ever before. It's almost like you unlock a new level of understanding in your relationship. Imagine you're sitting with your partner after a long day. They're quiet, not saying much, and you're wondering what's going on in their mind. Are they upset? Are they just tired? Or is there something else bothering them? The answer might not be in their words, but in their body language. Body language doesn't lie. It's instinctive. It reveals how they're truly feeling in the moment. So how can you decode these silent messages and feel more connected? Let's break it down first. Let's talk about posture. Posture can tell you a lot about your partner's emotional state. When someone is standing or sitting upright with their chest open, it typically indicates that they are comfortable, confident, and present in the moment. But if your partner is slouching, crossing their arms, or facing away from you, it might suggest that they are feeling distant, guarded, or closed off. Have you ever noticed how you feel when you're really engaged in a conversation with someone? Your posture naturally opens up. Your shoulders relax, and you lean forward a little. It's a sign that you're emotionally involved and ready to connect. So when you see your partner's posture shift, it's a clue for you to pay attention to their emotional state and whether they might be feeling distant or disconnected. Another powerful clue is their eye contact. When your partner is looking you in the eyes, especially when they're genuinely interested or deeply engaged, it can make you feel so much closer to them. That contact fosters trust and shows that they are fully present with you. On the other hand, if they avoid eye contact, glance around the room, or seem to look away often, it could indicate that they're feeling uncomfortable, distracted, or maybe even hiding something. Now, this doesn't mean they're always hiding something negative. It could just mean they need space or are feeling overwhelmed. But paying attention to when eye contact changes can give you an insight into what's really going on beneath the surface. When it comes to physical touch, it's one of the most intimate and direct ways your partner can communicate their feelings without saying a word. When your partner touches you gently, whether it's holding hands, a touch on the arm, or a comforting embrace, it's their way of saying, "I care about you, I'm here for you." Touch can offer reassurance, love, and comfort, but if they pull away or don't seem to want to touch you, it might suggest that they're feeling overwhelmed, disconnected, or maybe need some space. Now, it's important to recognize that everyone has different comfort levels with physical touch, so always consider their usual behavior and not just one isolated moment. Understanding how your partner's touch patterns change can help you recognize when they need more connection or when they might be pulling back. Facial expressions are another telltale sign of how your partner is feeling. Think about it. You don't always have to say a word to communicate what's going on inside. Your face can express everything: a smile, a raised eyebrow, the way their lips tighten. All of these microexpressions can tell you a lot. If your partner's face looks tense, with furrowed brows, clenched jaw, or tight lips, it could indicate stress, frustration, or discomfort. On the other hand, a relaxed face, soft eyes, and a gentle smile suggest that they're at ease and comfortable with you. And when their face lights up with joy or they break into a spontaneous grin, it's a sign that they're genuinely happy in your presence. Paying attention to these small facial clues will allow you to better understand your partner's emotions, even when they're not saying a word. Now, let's talk about their gestures. Have you noticed how your partner might gesture while they're talking to you, or when they're listening to you? Gestures can indicate interest, understanding, or even disagreement. If they're nodding while you speak, or using their hands to emphasize their points, it shows they're actively engaged in the conversation. But if their hands are closed, fists clenched, or they're tapping their fingers, it could suggest frustration, impatience, or nervous energy. Understanding the meaning behind these gestures can help you gauge whether your partner is truly present or whether they're feeling anxious or upset. And the more you understand these small cues, the more you'll be able to adjust and respond in ways that strengthen your connection. It's also worth paying attention to the space between you and your partner. How close are they sitting or standing? Are they leaning in when they talk to you, or do they seem to pull back? Physical proximity often reflects emotional closeness. When your partner wants to be close, they'll unconsciously move closer to you. Maybe they lean in during a conversation, or they find ways to sit near you on the couch. This closeness is a sign of intimacy, a way of saying, "I want to be near you." But if they're pulling away, leaning back, or creating physical distance, it might be a signal that they're feeling overwhelmed, distant, or need some time alone. Recognizing the subtle shifts in how close your partner wants to be will help you understand their emotional needs in the moment. Remember, every relationship has its own unique dynamic, so it's important to get familiar with your partner's body language style. What may be true for one person may not apply to another, and that's why it's so essential to observe these signals over time. The more you tune into your partner's body language, the easier it will become to pick up on their emotional state and respond with care, understanding, and empathy. And the more you do this, the deeper your emotional connection will grow. By decoding your partner's body language, you're not just learning about their feelings, you're also creating a stronger bond, a stronger foundation built on trust, empathy, and emotional understanding. You're becoming more attuned to each other and building a relationship that goes beyond words. When you both understand each other in this way, it creates a deeper sense of connection, and you both feel heard, seen, and valued. So, take a moment to reflect on the body language cues you've noticed in your relationship. Are there areas where you might be missing subtle signals, or where you could improve your own body language to connect more deeply? By focusing on these small but powerful signals, you can begin to feel more connected to your partner and unlock a new level of communication that will only strengthen your relationship. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share because you will learn a ton of valuable information in the next video. Stay tuned for more insights on building stronger, more meaningful connections.